What if I told you that the weakness you feel every morning when your feet hit the floor could disappear forever with just one simple change to your bedtime routine? Picture this. You wake up tomorrow morning and instead of that familiar struggle, to stand instead of feeling like your body has betrayed you overnight, you feel steady, strong, like the person you remember being. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? But stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to share with you has helped thousands of people over 60 reclaim their strength, one peaceful night at a time. My name is Alex, and I've spent years studying the connection between sleep, nutrition, and muscle health in seniors. What I've discovered will probably surprise you. Your muscles don't just grow stronger from what you do during the day. In fact, your body performs its most crucial muscle-building work while you're fast asleep. But here's the catch. It can only do this miraculous repair work if you give it the right tools. And those tools, they're sitting in your kitchen right now. The hidden crisis nobody talks about. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever woken up and just sat on the edge of your bed for a moment, gathering the courage to stand? Have you noticed your legs feeling less reliable than they did 6 months ago? Your arms requiring more effort to lift even simple things? If you're nodding your head, you're experiencing something called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that affects nearly everyone after age 60. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. This isn't just about getting older. It's about what we do, or more importantly, what we don't do to support our bodies during the most critical recovery time of all, that's while we sleep. You see, between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., your body enters what scientists call anabolic mode. This is when growth hormone surges through your system, when damaged muscle fibers get rebuilt, when your body literally reconstructs itself for another day. But this magical process only happens if your body has the right building blocks available in your bloodstream. Most people go to bed with empty fuel tanks, wondering why they wake up feeling weaker instead of stronger. Tonight, that changes for you. The 4 nighttime heroes that will transform your mornings, I'm going to share with you 4 simple, gentle foods that can revolutionize how you feel when you wake up. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're humble, accessible options that work quietly while you sleep to rebuild what time tries to take away. The first guardian, nature's sleep medicine that rebuilds muscle. Let's start with something that might surprise you. The humble kiwi fruit. Now I know what you're thinking. Kiwi, that fuzzy little fruit from the produce section, how could that possibly help with muscle strength? Let me tell you about Robert, a 71-year-old retired mechanic who came to me last spring. "Doc," he said, "I used to work on cars for 12 hours straight. Now I can barely change a light bulb without my arms shaking." Robert's story broke my heart because I knew exactly what was happening to him. Robert wasn't sleeping well. He'd toss and turn, wake up multiple times, and never reach those deep sleep stages where real muscle repair happens. I suggested he try something simple. Eat 2 ripe kiwis an hour before bed, every single night for 2 weeks. "That's it?" he asked, skeptical. "That's it," I confirmed. 3 weeks later, Robert called me, excitement bubbling in his voice. "I don't know what kind of magic those little green things contain, but I'm sleeping through the night for the first time in years, and my arms, they feel solid again, like they remember how to be strong." The magic Robert discovered lies in kiwi's unique nutritional profile. This small fruit is one of nature's richest sources of natural melatonin, not the synthetic version you find in pills, but the gentle, food-based hormone that signals your brain it's time for deep, restorative sleep. But melatonin is just the beginning. Kiwis are packed with vitamin C and vitamin E, powerful antioxidants that sweep away the inflammatory damage that makes your muscles feel stiff and sore. They're also rich in potassium, which prevents those painful nighttime leg cramps that jolt you awake at 3 a.m. Here's the beautiful part. Kiwis are incredibly gentle on your digestive system and won't spike your blood sugar, even though they taste wonderfully sweet. They have a low glycemic index, making them safe for people managing diabetes or watching their insulin levels. The ritual is simple. About an hour before you plan to sleep, peel 2 ripe kiwis and eat them slowly. Maybe enjoy them while reading a favorite book or listening to soft music. It's a small ceremony that signals to your body, rest is coming, healing is coming. The second rebuilder, the breakfast food, that works better at bedtime. Now let's talk about something you probably have in your refrigerator right now. Eggs. I can see the confusion on your face. Eggs before bed, isn't that backwards? Here's what most people don't understand. Eggs contain something called complete protein, meaning they have all 9 essential amino acids your muscles desperately need to repair and grow. More importantly, they're especially rich in leucine, the amino acid that literally activates your body's muscle-building machinery. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to small amounts of protein. A young person might eat a small piece of chicken and build muscle efficiently, but after 60, we need a more concentrated dose of high-quality protein to get the same benefit. 1 egg provides about 6 grams of complete protein with roughly 500–600 milligrams of leucine, exactly what your aging muscles need to rebuild overnight. Let me share Margaret's story. Margaret is 69, a retired teacher who noticed she was struggling to carry her groceries from the car. "I used to handle 4 bags at once," she told me sadly. "Now 1 bag feels heavy." Margaret typically ate very light dinners and avoided food after 7 p.m., thinking it would help her lose weight, but her body was essentially fasting for 12–14 hours every night, with no fuel for muscle repair. We added 1 soft-boiled egg to her evening routine, just 1, prepared gently and eaten about an hour before bed. Within a month, Margaret was carrying her groceries with confidence again. "It's like my arms remembered they were supposed to be strong," she marveled. "The key is preparation. A gently cooked egg, think soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in a touch of olive oil, is easy to digest and retains all its muscle-building nutrients. Avoid frying in butter or adding excess salt, which can interfere with sleep and raise blood pressure. And for those worried about cholesterol, here's what current science tells us. For most people, moderate egg consumption, about 1 egg per day, doesn't increase heart disease risk. In fact, some studies suggest eggs can actually improve your cholesterol profile by raising beneficial HDL cholesterol. The third treasure: tiny seeds with enormous power. Hidden in your pantry might be one of the most underrated muscle-supporting foods on the planet. Pumpkin seeds. These small, flat, green seeds that you might absent-mindedly snack on during fall are actually nighttime powerhouses for muscle recovery. Let me introduce you to William, a 74-year-old former construction worker. William came to me with a frustrating problem. "I sleep 8 hours every night, but I wake up feeling like I wrestled with my mattress. My whole body aches, especially my legs." The culprit? Magnesium deficiency. Your muscles need magnesium to relax properly. Without adequate magnesium, your muscles stay partially tense, even during sleep, leaving you stiff and sore in the morning. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, about a small handful, provides 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's remarkable for such a tiny food. But magnesium isn't their only superpower. Pumpkin seeds are one of the few foods that naturally contain tryptophan, the amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin. Combined with their magnesium content, Pumpkin seeds create a powerful formula for deeper, more restorative sleep. They're also surprisingly rich in plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that slow digestion. This means your body receives a steady stream of amino acids throughout the night, like having a gentle IV drip of muscle-building nutrients while you sleep. For William, the change was dramatic. After 2 weeks of eating a tablespoon of unsalted pumpkin seeds before bed, he told me, I wake up feeling like I actually rested. My legs don't feel like wooden boards anymore. The beauty of pumpkin seeds is their simplicity. Eat them plain, sprinkle them over a small cup of plain Greek yogurt, or warm them slightly in a dry pan to enhance their nutty flavor. Just keep the portions small, a tablespoon or 2 is plenty, and always choose unsalted varieties to avoid late-night sodium spikes. The fourth champion, the humble hero that works all night long. Finally, we come to what I consider the ultimate bedtime. Muscle food, cottage cheese.
I know. You're probably thinking this is something your grandmother ate, or you're remembering its lumpy texture with less than fond memories. But hear me out, because behind that simple appearance lies one of the most effective muscle rebuilding
Foods you can consume, especially after 60. Cottage cheese contains a special type of protein called casein. Unlike the quick-digesting proteins found in chicken, fish, or even eggs, casein is slow-releasing. Once you eat it, your body doesn't burn through it immediately. Instead, it provides a steady supply of amino acids for 6 to 8 hours, essentially feeding your muscles all night long. Why is this so important? When you sleep, your body enters repair mode, but if you don't have amino acids available in your bloodstream, your body may actually start breaking down existing muscle tissue to
fuel other processes.
This is the last thing you want when you're already fighting age-related muscle loss. Let me tell you about Dorothy, a vibrant 73-year-old who loves her garden but was struggling with a frightening problem. I'll be fine one moment, then suddenly, my legs just feel like they might give out, she confided. I'm scared to go outside alone anymore. Dorothy had been following well-meaning advice to avoid eating after dinner, thinking it would help her sleep better and manage her weight, but she was essentially starving her muscles for 12 hours every night. We introduced just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese about 30 minutes before bed. The transformation was remarkable. Within 3 weeks, Dorothy called me, excitement clear in her voice. I feel like I have my legs back. I spent 3 hours in my garden yesterday without that shaky feeling. It's like my body finally remembered how to be strong. Cottage cheese is naturally high in leucine, that crucial muscle-building amino acid we discussed earlier, but it delivers it slowly and steadily throughout the night. It's also naturally low in carbohydrates, so it won't interfere with blood sugar levels or cause nighttime energy crashes. For those watching their sodium intake, low-sodium versions are widely available. And if you're concerned about heart health, choose low-fat or 1% varieties to keep saturated fat in check. As for taste, cottage cheese is incredibly versatile. Some people love it plain, others prefer to mix in a few slices of banana, a sprinkle
of cinnamon, or even some of those leftover kiwi slices. The key is keeping it simple and light. This isn't a meal, it's medicine for your muscles.
The gentle path to stronger mornings. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to revolutionize your entire life overnight. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or exhausting exercise routines. What your body truly needs, especially after 60, is consistency in small, loving actions. Strength after 60 isn't about dramatic changes, it's about gentle persistence. It's about understanding that every night offers a new opportunity to rebuild, restore, and renew. When you choose to eat 2 kiwis, prepare a soft egg, Enjoy a small handful of pumpkin seeds or savor a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese before bed. You're not just having a snack. You're having a conversation with your future self. You're saying, I still matter, I'm still strong, I'm still capable of rebuilding. These foods work synergistically with your body's natural repair processes. The kiwi helps you achieve deeper, more restorative sleep. The egg provides immediate amino acids for muscle protein synthesis. The pumpkin seeds relax your muscles while supplying steady nutrition, and the cottage cheese works as your overnight muscle guardian, providing sustained nourishment while you rest. Your new evening ritual. Tonight, instead of going to bed feeling like your strength is gradually slipping away, you can rest, knowing that your body is actively rebuilding while you sleep. Choose one of these 4 foods to start with, whichever appeals to you most or feels easiest to incorporate into your routine. Maybe it's the sweet, tangy comfort of ripe kiwi. Perhaps it's the familiar satisfaction of a perfectly soft-boiled egg. It could be the earthy crunch of pumpkin seeds or the creamy simplicity of cottage cheese. There's no wrong choice, only the choice to begin. Start with one food for a week, then gradually add others as they feel natural. Pay attention to how you feel in the mornings. Notice if you wake up with more energy, if your legs feel more stable, if your arms feel more confident. Your body will tell you what's working. Remember, muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's reversible, it's preventable, and it starts tonight with one simple, loving choice. The promise of tomorrow. Imagine waking up 4 weeks from now feeling genuinely excited to start your day. Imagine standing up from bed without that moment of hesitation, without wondering if your body will cooperate. Imagine feeling strong, stable, and confident in your own skin again. This isn't a fantasy. It's the natural result of giving your body what it's been asking for all along, not in loud, overwhelming ways, but in simple, consistent acts of self-care. Your muscles have been waiting patiently for you to remember that they're worth investing in. They've been hoping you'd realize that strength isn't something that just disappears with age. It's something that can be nurtured, rebuilt, and celebrated at any stage of life. Tonight, you have the power to begin that journey. Tomorrow morning, you have the opportunity to wake up stronger than you did today. And that, my friend, is a beautiful way to invest in your future. So go ahead, choose your bedtime ally, prepare it with intention, and rest, knowing that while you sleep, your body is working tirelessly to give you back the strength you thought was gone forever. Sweet dreams and even sweeter mornings ahead.